watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Cousins to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throwing in on second down. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 19 yards away. And the 49ers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Now goal for the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Take it at about the 1. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still the first half, and do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Fourth down, Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On third down, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Cousins on first down. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now Cousins on fourth down. Oh, hit as as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down. Purdy. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Ball up to the come up on 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Purdy. Got his hit, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Over. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Purdy to throw it on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Mexico City. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy. Steps away to his left. A little juke. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. He's going to keep this again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 12. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action. Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's got a man. Complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, 81 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business real.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. On 1st and 10, Allen. And his first pass is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd to throw it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 2. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. On 1st down, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that would be for 6 points. So that challenge, a successful one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They go play action here. Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. On third down, it's Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After run, 7-0. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Steps away. He's got an open man. It's Diggs on the comebacker. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy in the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And again, it's Allen. This is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Purdy. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete. And that is how this first half will come to an end. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now instead it's...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Holding, offense.
Come on, dog!
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10, Allen, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flat?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on.